Hi, I'm AJ Kalatunga, the creator of SocialBizTv, where smart businesses learn how to understand and leverage social media marketing to grow their business. So the format's real simple. It's all about you. It's about the pain, the frustrations, the challenges that you're going through in trying to understand this thing called social media marketing. It took me 4 years immersing myself amongst the technology, the platforms and the people in trying to understand how exactly everything fits together in order to leverage it properly to grow my business. So in every episode of SocialBizTv, you're going to be learning 4 things based on what I believe I've seen the challenges over the last 4 years in business owners like yourself. So the first thing that you need is to understand the new social economy, the new relationship and reputation economy. So we're going to be talking about philosophy of how to succeed in this new social economy so that you can change your mindset and get results in your business. The second thing you're going to learn is a practical tip. So I'm going to go through the interwebs and find out practical social media tips and articles and bring that back to you and teach you how to do all this stuff. The third thing you're going to need is a case study or a review of an existing site that is doing social media properly. So I'll either be reviewing an existing site that's doing it properly or reviewing one of your own sites when you write into me and tell me to review the site. And you're going to learn exactly how things work on your site and how consumers these days look at your websites and your social media marketing. The fourth thing you're going to need is a sounding board so you can have your questions answered every week. So whatever your problem is, write in and I'll try to get that answered for you. So that's pretty much it. So let's get started. So welcome to the new social economy. Look, the world has changed over the last few years, right? The world of business has changed even more because traditionally in the transaction economy, it was all about companies having this balance of power and they would dictate what the market should buy, all their products and services, right? And people got fed up of this. So what happened was, while the company's been injecting their corporate messages through advertising, the very me, buy my stuff now philosophy, people just got sick of it. I mean, how many times does a telemarketer ring you during dinner when you're with your family and you're enjoying it and then the phone rings and then they're flogging some deal from some company overseas? It's annoying, right? But sadly, most businesses in Australia use their social media marketing that do exactly the same thing. Are these your customers? I hope not, because that would be a real shame. So what we're finding now is that the balance of power has now shifted from the corporations to the consumers, through the advance of technology, specifically web technology and, mobile phone marketing and things like that. All these little technology advances, have brought about a shift in commerce, right? And now the balance of power is no longer with the companies, it's with the consumers. Right? And you know this every time a telemarketer rings you, how annoyed you feel. But from the company's side, they're doing the right thing. See the disconnect? So that's why I say now we're in this thing called the new social economy, the relationship and reputation economy, where your business, your brand, or your company is reliant on its reputation and its relationship with the customers. And that's where social media enters into it. As a business, your only job is to use social media to educate your clients, your customers, your consumers, whatever, to buy more stuff from you. Let me repeat that. Educate your customers to buy from you. Instead of shoving these advertising messages in their faces saying 15% off, 20% off, it's just frustrating, all this stuff, right? If you can educate someone on a reason why they should buy your products and services, they make 2 choices. 1, they decide if they need it, or 2, they decide it's not for them, right? In which case, you're never going to convert them. If it's really not for them, they won't buy from you anyway. Stop wasting your time on that group of people. Focus on the other half. If they do decide that, yes, they've saved the problem, they have that problem that your company can solve, your business can solve, that's the consumers that you guys want. They're the ones that are going to pull out their wallet and go forward with it. And what I refer to that in this new social economy is problem-based marketing. If your products and services don't solve a problem, you're hosed. Close up shop, get a job. But if they do solve a problem, then your only job on your social media marketing is to educate your market on to buy more stuff from you. And that's the principles of the new social economy. One of the things about the internet lately is that everyone is moving towards visual content. We're becoming a society that's visually engaged because we're so busy, we don't really have time to read stuff, and a picture tells 1,000 words, right? So anyway,
one of the ways to use Facebook is to actually enhance your Facebook timeline page with images, and that's what this article is all about. And it's got some brilliant tips. It's published by socialmediaexaminer.com, who is like a brilliant resource for social media in your business, and they've got some amazing articles on there, and this article is also on there. So it's about, the article talks about the visual opportunity, and it talks about really the opportunity of Facebook's new timeline layout, which is essentially, the cover photo. If you're a small business, you've got a real opportunity there to use that space to showcase what your business is all about, but not just buy my stuff now crap. It's about, you should be looking to use an image that elicits an emotion out of your buyers. Like, for instance, like this is a Virgin America flight company, and they've got, all the seats there, and, you can picture yourself inside the plane. Things like that. So that's a visually engaging image. Great Barrier Reef tourism for Queensland. It gives you a picture of what it's like to be a part of that organization, that brand, that company. So here's one for Coca-Cola. They're just happy smiley faces, little messages there. Everything's in the shape of Coke tops. Little things like that. Go through the whole article. And also in here, this is really important, there's certain guidelines in your Facebook that have released that dictate exactly what you can and cannot have on the cover image. So if you've got call to action on there, or your phone number or things like that, they will seek that out, and they will either disable the image or contact you or even shut down your page. So don't muck around with that. And this article talks about the strict guidelines as well. There's a whole bunch of good stuff in there. The link to this article is down below this video. So yeah, check it out. Definitely check it out, and go get to sort of fixing up your timeline. The case study today is a bit of a special one because it's actually, we're going to actually have a look at a site that's just being developed. It's a new business, and it's run by a friend of mine, and it's maternity lingerie business, and she hasn't started manufacturing her products and services yet, but she's starting to. And one of the most important things is that even before you have a business, it always pays to grow a community first before you do anything else. Because once then your products and services are ready, you're already built up the market around you. So my friend, her name's Lynn. Lynn asked me to go have a look at her site and check it out and see if I can give her a few tips on how to grow her Facebook page. So what I wanted to do was just take you through each one of the facets of her business. So she's got a Facebook page, she's got a website, and she's also got a blog. So I thought we'd go have a quick look at that and see how everything comes together in order to make her grow her community. So let's go, first of all, let's go have a look at her website. So this is a website here, and as you can see here, there's nothing on the page. It's a splash page. Now, this used to be fantastic. Splash pages used to be fantastic in the 90s. Before you had a website, you could put up a splash page and people say, the future home of my business, or business coming soon, and put a little counter and stuff like that. Now you're wasting real estate. So what you should do is actually, build up an engagement. Put your blog links to here, put your Facebook page on here, and really just build up your community. Use every bit of your assets to build up your web assets, to build up your community. So, fantastic, the logos here, but, add in a Facebook little box that shows how many likes you've got, show that you're active on Facebook, put in your blog links over here maybe, and just really sort of keep people updated about it. Don't have a 90s splash page like this. So, there's a lot of opportunity there. The second thing I want to have a look at is the Facebook page. So let's go have a look at the Facebook page. Right, so now you'll see there's a brilliant, fantastic cover photo here. It's vibrant, it's funky, and that's what the brand's all about. 77 likes because she's just starting about it. 8 talking about this, which isn't too bad when you're first starting about it. But, Lynn needs to grow her community, right? So let's go have a look at the content, what she's posting. So you've got an engagement question here, syndicated blog, I don't know what that's about. She's got liked a few pages. And, okay, so she's got some good, compelling content here, that's getting a few likes, but, all relevant content, and highly visual stuff. Oh, this is really good. Feel like a laugh, love the color, being humorous, how blog post is up, how to properly fit a maternity bra. So her content is pretty engaging, but Lynn wanted to know what she can do to get more likes. And if we have a look at, deconstruct the Facebook page, let's go see how many other communities that she plays in. So when you see likes, so there's only like, what's that, 6 communities here. If we have a look at, how many people like them, so that one's only got 11. Let's go have a look at Serendipity Beads. That's got 384, but not really that many. So, one of the things that Lynn will want to do is go to other active communities, other Facebook pages, like them, and start being involved in their posts as the page, and that'll be good. And that'll it's a bit like walking into a networking room, standing in the corner, and sort of telling everyone, what you did last week. No one cares, and you're in the corner. That's not really how you build up a community. You need to walk around. You need to visit people. You need to talk to people. You need to listen to what's happening in the room, the networking room, and it's exactly the same online. So that's something that Lynn can try to do on her page. Let's go back and let's go have a look at the blog. Where's the blog? All right, this is the Mama Funk blog. Alright, so hello and welcome. So excited to join us. Yeah, okay, so this sort of tells why the page exists, which is great, and that's fantastic. And let's go to the home page, and here we go, all these blog posts, and these are brilliant content, useful posts. It's all about maternity lingerie, and all these posts are related to that, which is fantastic. So common questions, things like that. So the blog's good. The only thing that is different is that, this blog looks a bit different to the website, and you could probably integrate that, showcase this new banner because it's very funky and engaging, and still have the logo on there, but also just have these topics, have little excerpts from each topic on the homepage, The SEO factor on this is going to be huge, whereas the SEO factor on this isn't much at all. So, have that integrated. So those are a few things that Lynn could try to sort of, increase the number of likes, and by sort of playing around in other communities, producing good quality content, those number of likes will go up instantly, and she can do so much stuff there. So we might, in another episode, come back and check to see how Lynn's doing over the next couple of weeks. So that is the case study for this episode of SocialBizTv.
Okay, question and answer time. Now, considering this is the first episode of SocialBizTv, no one's actually written in yet and asked me any questions. But because I'm a social media speaker, I'm on stage a lot, and these 2 questions that I've got for you today are from questions from the audience that I've spoken at. So they're still relevant, and hopefully they give you some insight into some common problems that you're going to get. So the first question I got was from a person that said, how much time should I spend on social media marketing in my business? And the short answer is as long as it takes. But the longer answer is that you should actually work out what you hope to achieve even before you log on to Facebook, Twitter, your blog or anything like that. Even before you start up your computer, pull out a notepad and say, what do I hope to achieve? All right? And if you can allocate half an hour a day, that'll be really helpful. Sometimes it might only be 5 minutes. So what you should probably do is work out how long you can spend per week on your social media, right? And this will improve. If you're starting out, try to spend as much time as you can on social media listening first, right? And what I mean by that is that you need to sort of understand how your customers and your clients think. Right? So go hang out with your clients online. Go join the same Facebook pages they like and see how things work on those pages. For instance, how often do they post on those pages? What sort of content are they interested in? Right? And that'll give you insights on what you should do on your own page, whether that's on Facebook or even on Twitter. You should start by following the most influential people in your industry. Other business owners, other motivational people that will inspire you in business. Just start listening and watching and seeing how those things work. Now, you could do that in an hour a day. You could do it in 5-10 minutes a day. But the important thing is work out what you want to do first. Okay? That's the first question. The second question that came through from the audience was, I have a lot of friends on my personal page. How do I get them into my business page? All right, that's a really good question. So probably a better question to answer is that okay, so the second question I've got here is that I have a lot of friends on my personal page. How do I get them onto my business page? Now, that's a great question. So it's very easy to migrate your personal friends over to your business page. There's actually a setting inside Facebook where you can go when you log on to Facebook, you log on as your personal profile. And then on the left-hand side of your home, now the second question I've got here is, I have a lot of friends on my personal page. How do I get them onto my business page? That's a really good question. So if you find that you're in the same scenario, what you can actually do is log on to Facebook as yourself, right? And then on your home screen, you'll see a little section on the left-hand side of the panel that'll actually tell you. So the second question is, I have a lot of friends on my personal page. How do I get them onto my business page? Now that's a good question. So when you log onto Facebook, there'll be a little section in there under your home section. When you log in, you'll see the home screen. And on the left-hand side, you'll see a list of pages that you've got. And what you can actually do is when you click on the pages that you want to administer, and you go in there, and you'll see a section in there that says Manage Audience or Build My Audience or something like that. Sorry, it's not Manage, it's Build My Audience. When you go into Build My Audience, you'll see when you click down on the drop down there, you'll see a little option that says Invite Friends. When you click on that, all your friends from your personal profile will come up, and you can select the ones that you want to join your professional business page, right? It's really easy. Facebook makes that really easy. But before you even do that, probably a better question is to ask, am I going to annoy my personal friends by inviting them over to my business page? Me personally, I've got a lot of friends on Facebook, not as many as some. Some people go insane by networking with everyone they meet and adding them on their page. Not me. I've got everyone I've met in real life, and I've got a connection with them, go on my personal page. So clients will request me, business partners will request me to be friends on my personal page. I just ignore those requests because I don't want to have that relationship with them. And that's fine. That's up to you how you want to manage that relationship. But just make sure that everyone that you invite to your business page is going to benefit out of that. That page that you've got is going to add value to them. Yeah. So before you go and invite everyone, just select those that will actually get value out of it. So that's all the questions we've got for today's episode. Remember, if you've got questions on social media, no matter how crazy they are, please write in and tell us at socialbiztv@blackmagic.com.au, and I'll try to answer as many as I can as part of each episode as we roll out through the first season of Social Biz TV. I'm AJ Kalatanga. You guys have been fantastic, and I'll see you next week for another episode of Social Biz TV.